from the Huntington Bank Studio, this is Colts 360.
It's been a long time coming, baby. We finally got it. 1-0, let's get it, baby. Woo! Hey, watch your head. Watch your head.
First one of the season, but not the last one, guys. So we got a dub today. Clocking out, nightmare.
Hey, go Colts, man. Let's go.
Big dub. First one of many.
First win of many. It's time to start stacking. Let's go, Colts Nation.
Hey, baby. On the road, 1-0. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Did y'all see that script?
It's a one-week season. 1-0.
First win of the season. Let's keep stacking them. Go Colts.
Yes, sir. Finally got a dub. Go Colts, baby.
A hard-earned first victory of the season for the Indianapolis Colts, who will look to keep momentum rolling this week with yet another AFC opponent. This week, it's a Monday night matchup against the Baltimore Ravens. But before we talk about that game, Colts Productions is going to take you into the trenches for an all-access look at that win against the Dolphins.
Early season, a couple of desperate teams. This is the kind of reality television we like. Which of these two teams is going to break through and get a much-needed win here in Week 4? Here they come, Brissett.
That's a sack for the Colts, and it's Komodo Toure. Wentz, play action, steps up in the pocket, fires downfield, wide open. Mo Alie-Cox inside the 30, taking tacklers with him to the 25-yard line.
Hines and Taylor in the backfield. Little misdirection play again. Taylor showing the wheels, and Jonathan Taylor is in.
A run up 23 yards to pay dirt. Touchdown, I-N-D-Y.
Here's Jonathan Taylor breaking free again. Taylor sprinting up the sideline.
The longest run of the season for Jonathan Taylor. Wentz to pass, rolls to his right, throws upfield, wide open is Mo Alie-Cox. Yes, sir. Touchdown. I-N-D-Y. The tight end, Mo Alie-Cox. Gets this one off, rugby-style punt. Fading to his right is Jakeem Grant. He bumped the ball. It's on the turf, and I think the Colts have it.
A calamitous turn of events for the Dolphins.
Jacoby Brissett out of the gun. Malcolm Brown is his back. He backs to throw. He's hit and somehow gets out of a sack. Rolls to his right, still looking. He's hit as he throws. The ball is out. It's picked up by the Colts. It's Darius Leonard inside the 15, and he's pushed out of bounds around the 10-yard line.
Let's go!
The offense is staying on the field here. It's 20-3. They sense they need a touchdown to get back into the game. 10:55 to go. 4th down and 1.
Brissett, far side, caught. Touchdown, Mike Gesicki.
And on a fake and end around, Wentz throws upfield, wide open. Zach Pascal inside the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 25. He cuts back, and now he's at the 20-yard line, inside the 20, down to the 19. 3rd and goal from the 11. Colts break the huddle. 3 receivers to the right of Wentz out of the gun. That's the wide side of the field. Wentz takes a shotgun snap, steps up in the pocket. He throws to the left flat, and it is a catch, a contested grab for Mo Alie-Cox. He just wanted it more in the end zone. Touchdown, I-N-D-Y. There's the knee, and there's the game, and the Colts are victorious. The Colts win in week number 4. The final score here in Miami, it's the Colts 27 and the Dolphins 17.
Hey, watch your head!
Watch your head! First one of the season, but not the last one, guys. So we got a dub today. Big dub. First one of many. On the road, 1-0. Let's go.
All right, fellas, obviously we know what time it is. That was a great team win. To come on the road against a against a good football team, play well in all three phases. That's the way we got to bring it every week. But great stinking job. Enjoy it tonight. Enjoying the play ride home, right? And great job. And let's put it behind us quick, right? And get ready for the next one. Guys have been real responsive to that. They've been great. They kind of trust the process that, hey, if we say we got to go extra long or do something different, the guys they trust that process and we go.
Still ahead, Coach Reich on how the team is tailoring the week to carry over midweek practice intensity into Monday night in Maryland. That's next on Colts 360.
All right, fellas. Obviously, we know what time it is. That was a great team win. To come on the road against a good football team, play well in all three phases. That's the way we got to bring it every week, right? And we know what we carry with us, right? It's simple, right? It's a simple formula for us. We carry that family. We are a family. We talked about that week. Carson talked about it the other day, and I just felt like that was real, right? I felt we all felt that in a pretty significant way. But we also got that brotherhood of being warriors, right? We're warriors, okay? We battle together. We're a family of warriors that we battle together. And then lastly, the thing that carries us, man, week to week is just the preparation. It's just the stinking preparation. It's how we work. The way we work this week, everybody in here knows that this last week of work was great. It was off the charts. The way we handled it, every aspect of it, from Wednesday to even the walkthrough on Thursday, and then following it up on Friday, the preparation. That's what we got to do. That's what we got to carry in each week. All right, now we know it's what? Now we know it's all about Baltimore, right? It's all about Baltimore. So let's put this one behind us, right? Let's put this one behind us, learn from it. But great stinking job. Enjoy it tonight. Enjoying the play ride home, right? And great job. And let's put it behind us quick, right? And get ready for the next one.
Game ball for you, Coach.
Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate that. That brotherhood that we talk about, that family that we talk about, that means more to me than anything. I love you guys, man. Deep. It's real deep, right? It's real deep. So I appreciate that very much.
Back now on Colts 360, and Coach, we just got a very special look into a moment in your locker room, the victory speech after that hard-fought win in Miami against the Dolphins. And at the end of that, the team presented you with the game ball. How special was that moment? Because it did seem like it was an emotional locker room in a very good way. Yeah, no, I was shocked and surprised, but it was an awesome moment. I'm not going to lie. I mean, as a coach, those guys mean everything to me. I mean, and how hard they work and just the closeness of the team and how things have gone this year. So it was just a great moment. And like you said, we had talked a lot about family, and I just think it's real and it's personal with this team, and at a level that is, that makes you emotional. And so a special moment for me that I'll remember. I think it's really cool for the fans to be brought in and get to have a little sneak peek at what those moments are like, and for us to be able to dig into those a little bit. And when you mentioned family, you referenced Carson and a message that he shared with the team earlier last week. What was your quarterback's message, and how did that resonate so well? Well, it was just Carson. Every Saturday we have a different player speak to the team, and Carson was the captain of the week and spoke to the team. And he just gave a pretty emotional talk. We won't go into all the details, but basically just talking about the substance. That hey, this is where everybody has a family, but there's a lot of substance to this family. Everybody has each other's back. The quality of men on that team, in that locker room, the tenacity of the men. The fight in the men, and how that draws us all together. It was good. It was a good moment. And a big moment, a couple of big moments, capital M-O, for Mo Alie-Cox with those 2 touchdowns against the Dolphins. And we had seen over the first few weeks of the season Carson targeting Mo, but not necessarily in those pivotal situations like we saw on Sunday. What did Carson have to learn about his tight end that paid such dividends on Sunday and created those opportunities? Yeah, there were some big opportunities, and they capitalized. More targets, big plays. I just think it was a matter of patience, Lara. I mean, we called a number of things Mo's way in the first few games before this, and they just haven't come up the right way. And
but Carson didn't lose confidence in him, and there was no reason to. Mo does everything right, and then there were just opportunities for big plays this week, and Mo came through in the clutch.
He certainly did. Incredibly clutch plays from the big tight end. And one of the things that we heard your team discuss last week was that heavy emphasis, the intensity of practice on Wednesday. Now, how will you structure the schedule this week? You get that extra day of rest, but you want to replicate some of that intensity with the extra day, I'm sure, as well, going into a Monday night game in Baltimore.
Yeah, well, no doubt. I mean, there's no replacing hard work, and we got that last week. But I think it's also important that you have to be able to adapt and adjust as needed, sometimes day by day. You plan it out for the week, but then you adapt day by day based on what the team needs. So the guys have been real responsive to that. They've been great. They kind of trust the process that, hey, if we say we got to go extra long or do something different, the guys they trust that process, and we go. And then when we need to dial it back, we dial it back. So Monday night's different schedule, so they'll get 2 days off and get some rest, but then we're going to have to get to work and put in the time to get better, to be the good team.
Your defense has already seen a number of very different style of quarterbacks this year, and the one that you'll face on Monday night, a very unique talent in Lamar Jackson. You faced him last year at home. As a former quarterback yourself, do you ever just sit back, certainly not in game when you're playing against him, but maybe when you're watching other games, and marvel at the athleticism that he has at this position?
No, I do, and because it's so rare and unique. And I think one of the things, I haven't watched a ton of their games this year, start to dive into some of the film, but I'm really focused more on their defense. But this year, I think he's throwing the ball he's throwing the ball at a new level, making a lot of plays down the field. So he's doing it all right now, and I think that's what makes him such a great player.
One of the things we saw Lamar Jackson do was that flip over the goal line when they beat Kansas City. 2 of their 3 victories this year are coming by 2 points or fewer. With a team like Baltimore that's so threatening both offensively and defensively, how necessary is it to put them away if you have the opportunity and not allow that offense a final opportunity with minutes on the clock?
Yeah, there's no doubt. We got to be very opportunistic, very opportunistic. I mean, you'll take a win any way you can get it, and we trust our guys will get it done, but he's a dangerous threat. So, we'd like to come out of the gates early, on both sides of the ball. We have not done that well this year, so this would be a good week to get that going.
Grover Stewart mic'd up in Miami, and he is, I would say, one of the most entertaining guys on the field. I don't know if enough people are aware. They're certainly going to be aware after they hear this, but also I asked Darius Leonard after the game on Sunday, does Grover Stewart get enough respect in the NFL?
Well, first of all, you're right that Mike, I'd pay to watch that one, right, and get all of it, the unedited version. But does he get
I think we can get that for you.
Yeah,
we know people back
exactly.
here.
Does he get enough? No, Grover is a great player. And, of course, he gets the respect in this building because, Chris gave him a nice contract and a year ago because of the kind of player he is on the field. He's a force inside. He's very disruptive inside. He can be a good pass rusher. He's great at stopping the run. And then, of course, he's equally, if not even more, great of a human being, and that's what's most important about him.
Hey, guess what? We're not even going to charge you for it. You guys are going to see all of it right here. Grover Stewart mic'd up in Miami. Thanks, Coach.
20 down, 30, 1, 2, 3. Let's go,
In this club with no ball. Okay, there go Carson.
Play big.
Hey, come on, baby.
Play big.
Y'all be flying on game day. Y'all be flying on game day.
Up front on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Up front. Hey, show them folk where you from.
Today's the day. Let's go. Show who we are.
Hey, play fast. Same game. Same game. Hey, cover that sweet.
Hey, stop the run, fellas, and tackle. That's the name of the game.
I like that bit, boy. What they jumping you here for? Hey, get after that damn quarterback. Go. Fast. Sack.
Brissett in the pocket, plants, feeling heat, and he's hit from the side. That's a sack for the Colts, and it's Kamoko Toure.
What I told you? Didn't I call that out? You called that out. I called it. Hey, I called it. I called it out, bro. That bitch fell like that.
He backs to throw, he's hit, and somehow gets out of a sack. Rolls to his right, still looking. He's hit as he throws, the ball is out. It's picked up by the Colts. It's a strip sack.
Let's go! Hey, the sack master! The sack master! Big sack fumble! Hey! Big sack fumble! That's the way to get it! Let's go! Hey, there you go! There you go! Hey, the sack master! That's the way to... I told you, force one for me.
It was just funny because Julian Blackman, he was like, now y'all know how I feel. It's like, cause I mean, he played damn near perfect defense, but I mean, Carson just put it in a spot where only I could get it, and I typically think if I get my hands on it, there's no way you're gonna hit it out.
Up next, the biggest, quite literally, emerging red zone target, Mo Alie-Cox, on how he connected with Carson Wentz and is a nightmare mismatch for most DBs. Still ahead on Colts 360.
He just wanted it more in the end zone. Touchdown, I-N-D-Y. Mo Alie-Cox, his second receiving score in the game. And the Colts break it open again.
How y'all doing?
Welcome back to the end zone.
I know, it's been a while.
It's Mo Alie-Cox. Yes, sir. Mo Alie-Cox inside the 30, taking tacklers with him.
Okay, big Mo. That was a big ball right there.
End zone, it is caught. Mo Alie-Cox.
A contested grab for Mo Alie-Cox. He just wanted it more in the end zone.
Mo Alie-Cox, my goodness.
Watch your head.
Back now with the man you just saw all those highlights of from Sunday afternoon in Miami, Mo Alie-Cox. And one of the things we heard in that little highlight video, that hype video, so to speak, watch your head. Tell me the significance. How did that come to be?
Just like the play I made in the game, like I kind of make it a lot in practice. So like it's kind of started with Anthony Walker. So like he used to always be like, watch your head, like walking through the hallway and stuff like that whenever I make the play. So then like Zaire and I'm always screaming now, like Mr. Watch Your Head and stuff like that. So, I mean, do you remember the video they posted, like me and Julian and stuff like that? So, yeah, it's kind of like came from making that type of play all the time.
Yeah, because you're literally going over guys' heads, going over the DB's heads to make those plays like we saw on Sunday, right?
Yeah, for sure.
That mismatch that you saw, Eric Rowe, of course, from the Miami Dolphins, he went up. He actually made a decent play trying to get it, but there was no getting it out of your hands in the end zone.
It was just funny because Julian Blackman, he was like, now y'all know how I feel. It's like, cause I mean, he played damn near perfect defense, but I mean, Carson just put it in a spot where only I could get it, and I typically think if I get my hands on it, there's no way you're gonna hit it out.
Very difficult to get a contested catch out of the hands of this man right there. If there were a Colts defensive back that had the best chance of matching up with you in the end zone, because you're pretty much a mismatch for about anybody, who would it be?
I would say Khari Willis.
Khari Willis.
I go up against Khari a lot in practice, and I probably have the most trouble with him because he's just so disciplined in his technique and stuff like that. And like, he gets into your body, so he doesn't really give you that space to go extend and stuff like that sometimes.
Khari Willis played at a very high level of high school basketball too. So are there some like compatible things
probably
there? I think he was even kind of recruited by VCU and Shaka.
Yeah, he was. He told me, like, when I met him, he was like, yeah, Coach Smart came and recruited me and stuff like that. So it would have been cool if we could have played basketball together, but it's even better now being on an NFL team together.
So some definite parallels there with you and Khari. I was thinking of another guy who has made some spectacular plays in mismatch situations. Last year, Kenny Moore II, the one-handed interception.
Yeah.
Darren Waller, we're going to look at it right here, and I want you to tell me which of these plays looks better. All right, we've got them side by side. Break down. Tell me which one of these is a bigger play.
Oh, I'm going to definitely go with Kenny. I mean, just look at it. He's turned the other way, like his hand. It's not like he's catching it going back. He's turned. And the way he got 2 feet in bounds, yeah, Kenny's play was crazy.
So you're going to say that your teammate made an even better play than you did right there in the end zone on this one. You're giving the credit to Kenny.
I'm going to give credit. If you had put my Oakland one on there, I probably would have said me.
I thought about that. We did. That was a consideration, but I liked this one.
But looking at this one, yeah, Kenny's play was definitely
It's always
sweet.
fitting that you give props to your DBs because you got some great ones, certainly. And you also have a great quarterback. And you and I talked after the game about this is something that went back to the offseason. You guys spent time together training in the offseason. What was maybe that final piece that it took for you and Carson to connect that we did that saw the result we had on Sunday?
Just being in the season, just because now we're here every day. We get a lot more reps together. We do one-on-ones against real DBs. It's not the summertime where we can't go against DBs and stuff like that. So when he came back, just having that trust in me to just put it in a spot where he thinks I could get it. And that just comes with getting more and more reps together because he was hurt for a good amount of camp. And then in the offseason, like I said, we're not going against defenders. So you can envision it, but you don't really see it until it happens in person. So it happened in person in practice a couple times, and then it translated to the game on Sunday.
Looking to keep the momentum rolling in terms of you in the end zone and then also in terms of stacking victories. We know it's a hostile environment in Baltimore. You and I were talking right before this. You missed the last time we played in Baltimore. That was back when you were on the practice squad. How eager are you for this Monday night matchup? You know that crowd is going to be raucous.
Oh, yeah, very eager. Kind of going back close to home. I'm from Alexandria, Virginia, so Baltimore is not too far. And we know we owe those guys from last year. They came in here and stole one from us. It was a good game. We just we kind of beat ourselves in that game with a couple mistakes. So just have a good week of practice and go in there and hopefully we come out with a great result.
Looking forward to that Monday night matchup. Looking forward to more big plays from Big Mo. That is a wrap for this week's edition of Colts 360. Get a little more time on the weekend to warm yourself up for that Monday night battle against the Ravens. Thanks for spending part of your weekend here with us.